Hi, there's Life Purple Nature More, and today we're going to talk about the reshi mushroom here. Now, there's a place not too that far down the road. Problem is they keep cutting the grass and doing things, and just what's supposed to. And I managed to harvest this one, and I managed to harvest this older one. Now, the thing is, it has all kinds of medical benefits. Now, this here's got a little bit of a waxy texture to it. Uh, there's two different types here in the U.S. Basically, the one with the waxy texture to it, and the one that does not. Now, I want to break this off. I'm doing all this one-handed, so please bear. Now, you can see right here. You see how that looks? That looks like wood almost. I mean, it does. It just you can see the screeds in it, the wood in it, and everything else. The benefits of it. Now, right here, I want to just show you this because it's so much easier than me just sitting here. Uh, it's talking about the reaches, typical use here. But now this book, the reason I'm getting reishi mushroom is for medical reason. The Asian people are firm believers. Now this book is just great. We're full of information and stuff, and it's just tells you all kinds of stuff. It's talking about coronary risk and diabetes. It talks about the liver inflammation and neuropathy. You know what I mean? The numbness of your legs and your feet and things in that area. Uh, can indeed be overwhelming. I mean, it just overtakes everything. Now here it is showing you right here. It boosts the immune system. It reduces high blood pressure, improves sleeping and calming the nervous system, protecting the liver, acting as an antitoxin and anti-inflammatory agent. Now, it is essential to be aware that some states there is insufficient evidence. They always say that. They always say that. There's always insufficient evidence on this and on that, and um, but you know what? Most of our meds that we have now originated from plants and animals and things of that area. Now, here's the basic story of the fictional world, the Stormlight Archive series, blah, 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 and talks about the inhabitants of the Rishi Isles and uh, things in that area if you want to, look at it more. Now, like I said, for my own personal use, I am wanting it for, uh, it's always good for your liver, don't get me wrong. But I am wanting it for my nervous system, my neuropathy, and to help boost my immune system and the antitoxins and the inflammatory. Now, because I only was able to get one, I'm going to clean this jar up, and I want to add alcohol into it. I want to break this mushroom up into smaller pieces, and it takes about 6 weeks to make the tincture. And once it's done, it'll be ready to go. But what I'll do is I'll leave. I like leaving. I like leaving my plant that I'm extracted in there a little bit longer. Um, and I for this here because it's a small amount, I'll just take an eyedropper and take some small doses on it. And if I have more, I can add a little bit more in there and top it off with some alcohol, or to have it to continue to extract as much as I can. uh, this here is one of the most popular outside of turkey tail for medical uses. I would say you got the lion mane and other ingredients, but I would recommend this book here is on Amazon. Uh, it cost me like $13, $14. It's just a paperback, but it's a great book. It tells you a lot about plants and health issues and things to consider in. Now, always be cautious if you are allergic to mushrooms. You definitely don't want it. This here is showing you one of the huge mushrooms that was harvested over in China. Um, and they grow them. I mean, they'll actually fix it where they can grow it. Now here in the U.S. is what it is most common to. Like I say, this is what I see here mostly. Uh, this is not the best example on it because it's, it's in rough shape. But again, like I said, I showed you what the inside looks. It's very dark, but that's what you're looking for. They mainly grow on hemlock trees, but you can find them on other areas. The hemlock is usually more in the eastern area than anything. Um, there is commercial products for it. The doses it tells you here. Uh, it's good for respiratory tract infection, fatigue, chronic insomnia, anxieties, and other mood disorders. Started with 2 to 3 grams of the cooked, dry, and finely powdered fruit and body of reshi like mushroom twice daily in a tea, or 1 to 2 grams of the tea concentrated for health maintenance. As a daily supplement, 1 gram day of the tea concentrate is sufficient, or 1 to 2 grams of steam. Uh, the fruit there, and it depends. Now, because I'm making it in a tincture, uh, you can 2 to 3 drops or more or whatever. Uh, put it under your tongue, and you're more beneficial from that. So, like I said, this here is one of the more popular mushrooms, one of the recognized mushrooms for health benefits. The Asian cultures have been using this here for centuries, and we look at. I mean, look at this. I mean, if I could harvest something like that, I'd be in hog heaven. It depends on the some of the areas you're in. If you have a hemlock, if you can get some old hemlock logs and stuff, and plant, you can put you some spores of these here in there and be growing it. You can grow it at home. You can fish you up a container of fruit and box to do mushrooms, and I plan on doing that maybe this winter when the weather gets a great deal colder, and you know that that I can't get out and do some things, but I still want to have the benefits of my mushrooms. I'm hoping to round up some. Um, I'm hoping to round up, of course, some turkey tail. It'd be nice to get some lion mane, but if I don't, I can always grow it myself if I need to, or buy it. If you have a market somewhere where you can go and pick it up, I recommend you buy this. I recommend you buying some and making your tincture with it. You can order the teas and things like that. Like I say, I'm using 80% proof vodka, and I will be breaking this. I will be breaking this up, and I will be putting this into the jar, because you do want to put it in smaller pieces so it'll soak in there. Again, you can see here, and I'm going to tell you what, when it dries, it gets hard as a rock. So I'm going to process this, and I want all of y'all to be safe and happy, and bless all of y'all, and think about getting this book. It's a great book. Uh, till next time.